Can you tell us
Yeah.
a little bit about yourself? Like introduce yourself a bit.
Yeah. Hi, I'm Srishti Patil. I'm a fourth year BSMS student and I'm interested in mathematical biology. So I'm taking courses from math and bio. And yeah, I'm running for council this year.
What made you decide to stand in the elections this year?
Yeah, so to be very honest, I wasn't going to, like a few months back, I hadn't expected to. But as I saw like the participation this year, the people standing up, I saw that there weren't enough women, and B, there weren't enough people in general. So I thought, yeah, let's do this. And looking at last year's council and how they handled things throughout the pandemic, and how they have been a very reassuring presence for the entire students' body. Like we have been able to convey to them our problems, and they have tried their best to solve those problems or at least convey them to the admin. So that is a very, I'd say, important thing to do, and I would be very glad to take up that role this year.
Speaking of last year's council, would you do any? Suppose you were in the last year's council, would you do anything different?
It's I don't know. It's very hard to say because last year's council did not expect whatever happened right after their term started, and I honestly have had very little idea about how things worked in the council. So as far as I know, I couldn't have done anything differently because what they did was like personally from what I know after talking to a lot of council members, I think yeah, what they did was the best anyone could have done in such
Uh, what
situation.
sorry, what agenda are you trying to push forward as part of your
It,
campaign?
yeah. So my agenda, my manifesto is so I know realistically it's not like the council does not have unanimous power to like take decisions or make extremely like very big changes. But what we can do is like make small changes throughout the year, and I hope to do so. So the first thing I want to work towards is to make the IC, the internal committee, more approachable to the students' body. So it uh, mostly has the IC has professors and like adults, very few people from the students' body itself. So I would like maybe them to be a part of it so that people can approach the IC more easily and can talk about their problems with them more comfortably. And the second thing that I want to work towards is further developing the career development and placement cell. Right now, it's mostly focused on graduates and postdocs, and which is fair, which is that is what we do after IISER. But it would be helpful if we could have some resources or some help or some workshops, something uh, to help students who are currently at IISER who are trying to figure out what to do for their MS or trying to figure out how to get scholarships or funding for their fifth year, fourth year, third year, and so on. That would be something that I would like to do for the CDPC. Um, and another thing that is I think is very important is the council's communication with the students' body. So one thing in the last council, I mean, I wouldn't say that they didn't do their best, but because it was a very hard time and they had a lot on their plate. But this year, something that I would like to change would be to make the students more aware of what the council is doing. Something like a student council activity log so that they know what is being achieved, so that they know what the council can do, what is in its power, and what it can achieve. And it's not very small thing, and it's not like very life changing things either. But it's like it is the things that we can do are very significant, and they can be very helpful. So if the student body is aware of what the council can do, it would be like I hope to increase next year's participation at least, so that people at least know what they can achieve.
What sets you apart from the other candidates who are competing in this election?
What sets me apart? I would say there. First of all, there are very few women, and I would like to represent. Then, yeah, of course. Other thing is that I have been in leadership roles before, So I feel that I can communicate with people well, if, both inside the council and like in the admin and in the students' body. So that would be a very important thing to have. And yeah, I have been in contact with a lot of people for a long time. So that would streamline things a lot as compared to maybe my junior competitors. I mean, as a yeah, what?
Yeah, that will be all. Thank you very much, and all the best for these elections.
Thank you so much. Yeah.